gentlemen, please have your teams welcome on the park. This is round 6 of the Queensland Cup. Peninsula Power and Mines FC.
Good. Reese, good position.
Peninsula Power 1, lines of 2-0. Substitution for Peninsula Power, number 24, Colin McKenzie, replaced by number 15, Enchilada.
Here we are, second! First contact. Good. All right, set up! Press! Back we go! Here, set up! Just tell me, Mick. Go, stop! Let's go, let's go! Sully! Hey, come here, Joe. Come here, right shoulder. Left shoulder. Be aware, Joe. Just watch your shoulder, Joe. Watch your right shoulder, Joe. Right shoulder. Right shoulder, Joe. Step, Tommy. Step a bit. Here, receive. Here, receive. Right shoulder. There we go. There we did it. You're in.
With Hart Phillips. Opts to go over the top, a little bit of space here for Fitchner. Decent delivery, there's a header! And Lions right back in this game. That's the goal they needed. And it's game on at AJ Kelly Park.
Goal to Lions FC, goal scorer number 8, Mitchell Hall.
There's Hoare, who's dragged Lions right back in it. What a goal it was to start us off from McQuassier, but we knew Lions were going to find a way back into this game. And the league leaders are level here in the Kappa Queensland Cup. Well, we knew it was going to be a good game, and both sides weren't going to give it up easily. It was Mackenzie who went off injured earlier for Peninsula Power. He was replaced by Ali at the back there. Looks like Peninsula Power were forced into a slight change of formation as well, trying that substitution. And we've got, so far I've had a wonder strike from McQuassier, followed by a good team goal from the Lions. You have to expect in this game that Lions will probably have a large share of possession, but it's what can Peninsula Power do with the ball when they have it. So far they've worked well. At the moment the Lions do score goals, but also they do leak them. It's actually quite smart there from Hart Phillips. He knew the challenge was coming. Lovely little dink over the top. And Gray just bring them down. Duckworth leaving that one. And Tignip here to take this free kick for the Lions. We don't quite beaten the first man. It's Duckworth who knocks it back in, and that'll be straight into the path of Thortell. He just tries to get Peninsula Power up the park as quickly as possible, but yeah, I think possession lost. Well, it really will be in that transition. That'll be key for Peninsula Power, how quickly they can attack Lions when they're most vulnerable. We saw that was used effectively by both Brisbane City and Gold Coast United against the Lions, especially that opening half hour from Brisbane City at Luxury Paint Stadium. But Lions, of course, showing their powers of recovery in that game. Duckworth dropping back there to get possession. Lions just trying to find a way through Peninsula Power, and they go direct quickly. Fitchner bursts into the box, well defended in the end by Monday. I tell you, it's a really good transition there from the Lions. And they pass it around, it's very slow, then they just attack. Quick off the mark. Good defending from them. There's a corner for the away side. He's looked to turn this game around already. 15 minutes played at AJ Kelly Park. It is Peninsula Power 1, Lions 1. Live on FQ TV, the Kappa Queensland Cup. Cup football just always hits a bit differently, especially on Wednesday nights. It's Manette. Flick on, I think, by Hort. This is where Peninsula Power can be dangerous. Lador looking for support. Is Ali the substitute? Hitchcock. Asking a little bit there of Gibbs to chase it down, and he almost got there, to be fair. I think that might be, that's gone the way of the Lions. Lovely turn there from Skinner. He's got so much ability, Skinner. Just don't know whether to get tight or to show him onto the outside, but and he gets away. Here's Fitchner. Hart Phillips. A little bit of room here for the wing back. Pulls the rain up towards Pengelly. It is cleared. Peninsula Power trying to break. A little bit of a short pass from Joseph, not able to link it from Gibbs. It's not quite happening for Peninsula Power as they try and break. They're penned in here from the Lions. Will Merriam's just gone down on this near side. Referee just spotting that one now. And coming the physio. Will Merriam just down on this near side. Hasn't really had much of an impact as yet. In the opening 20 minutes, he is a key player for how Peninsula Power do like to play. Well, he hasn't had much say at the moment. I'll say that's probably down to how well the Lions have done in the opening stages. Like overall, I think Peninsula Power will probably be happy, although conceding to the Lions will be a bit of disappointment, but I think they'll be happy how they've competed well against the current league leaders. That's an injury now to Mackenzie, and I really hope that Will Merriam isn't also unable to continue. Is Skinner. They'll switch the play out to Hart Phillips. Room again for him to run into. There's Tinknap. Beautifully worked from the Lions. Delivery here will be key, and it's just gone over the bar. I'm pitching it. Just so quick in transitions when they want to be Lions. Will Merriam is also unable to continue for Peninsula Power. That will be really disappointing for Aaron Phillip and his squad. Messina is a man that comes on for Will Merriam. It's 2 injuries now to 2 real starting players. There's Skinner. Quassay just bringing down the midfielder. Certainly was late, but Skinner just so quick on his feet, it's hard to get the challenge in. Lions continue to dominate. Here's Joseph. Referee playing advantage, or isn't a whole lot ahead here. Quassay to Hitchcock. Hitchcock crosses Gray. Quassay just flying across from Gray. The yellow card here for Duckworth as well. Referee not happy with his antics. There's Zach Keenan in the middle today, or tonight rather. There's a very crisp, cool evening here at Redcliffe. It is the Kappa Queensland Cup on the road to the Australia Cup qualification. Well, interestingly, historically, the Lions have had the upper hand in this fixture. The last real 10 meetings, Lions have been in control. I think they've won 8 of them. There's Skinner. Lovely 1-2. Taken on Ali. It's blocked by the youngster. There's Millard. Just looking to getting going quickly. Jared. Back to Millard. Skinner. Well, Tinknap just continuing that run, but wasn't able to find him. It's live on FQTV. There's the Kappa Queensland Cup. Peninsula Power 1, Lions 1. Quassay with a world-class strike to give the home side the lead, but it was quickly responded to. And the header from Hoare from a good move from the Lions as they were able to break through Peninsula Power. There's Hitchcock. Gray looking for some options. He's got Joseph making inroads. Gray tries to find Joseph, and it's headed in, and Peninsula Power restore their lead. It comes really out to nothing. The counter-attack was worked well. The delivery here is key from Gray. What a ball in, straight onto the head of Joseph, and the talisman of this Peninsula Power side scores again. 2 shots, 2 goals for Peninsula Power. Well, the Lions probably can't believe that's happened. They were really in complete control of the last 15 minutes. And it's Peninsula Power, though, that got the park and are clinical. The Lions continue to concede goals. It's 3 against Brisbane City, the 4 against Gold Coast United, and 2 here already at AJ Kelly Park. One thing from a Peninsula Power point of view, when they're playing the way they're playing, sort of sitting deep and just trying to break on the lines, it's always easier when you get something to hold on to. And now they have that 2-1 lead.
Go!
It's half-time in the Queensland Cup match. Here at AZ Third Park, half-time score, Peninsula Power 2, Lions FC 1.
How do I feel this time? What's straight off?
Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins, the eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Welcome back to the second half. Round 6, the Queensland Cup match between Peninsula Power and Lions FC.
Fortel. Monday. Fichtner up against Mundy. Mundy really composed there. And Gray just knocking it into touches. I tell you, Peninsula are really struggling to get out of their own half. Lions really starting the way they finished the first 45. Just have a feeling that Peninsula will have a lot of defending to do ahead of them. What does look like Peninsula adopting a similar tactic that worked really well for Brisbane City at Luxury Paint Stadium against the Lions. Quite happy to allow Lions to have the ball and just hit them on the break. Quick transitions. They know they've got the ability to score, and that's exactly what they've done across CA with that world-class goal. Joseph over the head, and that's all they've needed. Peninsula Power. They're working really hard. The Lions making them work for it. Start the second half. The Lions just dominant on the ball. Moving Peninsula Power around. So far they've been very patient. As Gibbs run into trouble, and the referee does pull it one back as Valdo was looking to break. So actually just give Peninsula Power a little bit of a breather. It's been 6 minutes of Lions dominance this second half. Already Thurtell not in any hurry at all to take this. He's allowing Peninsula Power to get up into Lions half. Thurtell going long. Mopped up relatively easily here from the Lions. Back with Pond. Minette. There's with Jared. That's a fantastic ball from Jared. What a pass. That was out here to Millard. Millard. That's got a lot of Skinner. The right idea, just not executed well there from Millard. Again, you see the movement from Lions. Everyone wanting the ball, no one shying away from it. Here's Gray. He's putting a lot of pressure on them, forcing the mistakes high up the park, just a little nick off and Tignip. Now chasing it down. There's a hard graph for the Peninsula Powers forwards. They're just doing a lot of running. Pen Power forwards will be doing all the unselfish work. There's Messina. He does well. He's actually done excellent there. Great, look to float it in. It isn't properly cleared. There's Joseph. That was a right good chance for Peninsula Power, but the Lions might be able to break. It's Millard. Back to Minette, but that's not their best of passes. Forcing Hoare to come back. The man with the goal from Peninsula Power. There's Duckworth. Hart Phillips. Pengelly was a target. Hitchcock. And stumped away. It's a good pass. Joseph actually winning it ahead of McQuassie. Just a little bit slow to get up to support him. Here's Hart Phillips. using his pace. As with Gray, he's got to be a bit careful there. Gray, that was a strong challenge from Hart Phillips and Tinknip. He's back with him now. Quassy just hesitant to press Tommy Jarrod. There's Manette. Hart Phillips. Almost found its way through. As Fitchner was the target. Gray looking to mop it up, but comes off his face. Unfortunate. Lions have it. Mundy clears. It's Gray, not sure what to do with it. Actually does really well there. Great. Good defending from the right back. The Lions all over Peninsula Power, not allowing Peninsula Power to get out of the half at all. High press, constant pressure on them. This will give them a little bit of a break though here. It's Hart Phillips. Looks like he might need to be substituted here. That'll be a blow for the Lions. Hart Phillips, very key to how they play out wide. So much energy to get up and down the park. Always there to support the forwards, but is always quick to get back to help out. There's like a wee bit ginger there. He limps off the park. That means the Lions will be temporarily down to 10 men here. Pengelly battling it. Beaten to the ball from Velado. As still with the Lions as they look to quickly back into this game. Duckworth. Lovely little lay back. Fitchner. And it comes to Millard. He's always leaning back there, Millard. Again, it's worked well. Peninsula Power so focused on trying to stop the shot there. Skinner making the run. It allows Millard to get the shot away. I mean, it did look like he was going to put his laces through it and change to the side foot at the last second, and he's leaning back. It goes over the goal. Not troubling Thurtell. Of course, these two teams do play each other as well on the 24th. Time at Luxury Paint Stadium. This is an early tester. Gowan back to Thurtell. Thurtell on a lot of pressure, having to go long, and it's just coming straight back onto them. Lions in a hurry to get up the park. They're just trying to break down Peninsula Power. Millard looks to get across, it's knocked away. Peninsula Power have actually only conceded 8 in the league. Home side don't clear the lines well enough. There's Hoare just losing his footing, allowing Peninsula Power to clear. The men in blue camped inside the half. Lions completely in control at the moment, but they are behind. Here's Manette. Hart Phillips has come back onto the park. Here's Pengele. Hart Phillips trying to get onto that. He will win it over Gray. Can he make something happen? Messina turning it around, and the Lions have their first corner, second half, right on the hour mark. And Tinknip coming across to take it. They did get their goal from a delivery into the box. Header, course from Hoare. Imagine Pengele might be the target here. Hoare again, getting up to win it. And up and over it goes. What was a decent delivery into towards that penalty spot. Hoare really unmarked. Joseph fouling Manette. Well, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you like and subscribe to Football Queensland's social media channels to keep up to date with all the top divisions in Queensland. Here's Skinner. Needs help over from Hoare. Jared. Millard. And Tinknap. Peninsula Power being very disciplined at the moment. Duckworth. Millard gets it across, and it's Ali. He turns it round. It's another corner. There's pressure after pressure from the Lions as they try to get back on level terms. For the moment, Peninsula Power standing firm. There's the left foot of Duckworth. There's that near post. Head towards goal. What a save from Thurtell. Peninsula Power scrambling away. McGowan anywhere will do as Joseph tries to come in here. There's a good delivery from Duckworth. I think it was Manette with the header. Thurtell forced to knock it. Fictioner going long. Manette staying forward. Here's Skinner. Skinner loses out though, and this is a chance for Peninsula Power to break. Velardo's got a choice to left to right. It comes to McQuassie. See, probably took one touch too many, he did. Although he wins it back. McQuassie, and it goes by the post. No, it's squeezed in by Joseph. And the Peninsula Power have raced into a 3-1 lead here. The counter-attack worked to absolute perfection. Skinner thought he was fouled. McQuassie, I thought the shot was going by the post, but Joseph comes out of nowhere like but every good striker will do, and taps it home. And despite all the pressure, all the dominance from Lions Football Club in this second half, it is Peninsula Power that goes 3-1 in front, and once again the Lions need to come back into a game. Joseph with his second goal. I certainly did not see that one coming, but that's where Peninsula Power are dangerous. We thought the chance might had passed after Velardo's pass into McQuassie. But Peninsula Power get the reward for their disciplined, dogged performance in the second half. Up across alley. And Gibbs looking to deal with this. Gibbs. And got no one really ahead of him here. He does win a throw off Skinner. And not surprisingly, It will be a couple of changes from the Lions. See who will make way for the lab here. Still a lot of time left to go. So waiting confirmation of the change from the away side. It's like Skinner is the one to make way for Carlos. Here's Joseph trying to get in again in a minute. We'll mop that one up. Oh, it's just one creative player for the yellow, having Carlson.
Substitutions for Lions FC.
I think the lab has come on there for Hart Phillips.
Replaced by number 12, John Carlos. And 19, Pranav Valappa.
Here's Jared in Tignip. There's Pengeli. Back to Manette. Hart Phillips. Pengeli coming really short to get the ball. Carlos leaves it for Pengeli, and here's Makwasi away again. Joseph trying to make the run. It was the right idea. Makwasi fouled. Makwasi looking for a yellow card there. And Lions have to be careful here. Makwasi. I might have missed that there. I didn't see a foul in the build-up, but the referee was right there. It's Gray. Confidence oozing from the right back. Gray trying to get it in. And he'll win a throw off of Hart Phillips. Hitchcock. Back with Gray. Hitchcock. Makwasi, and he's well over the bar. Oh, Peninsula just getting a little bit more confidence from an attacking sense. Goals will do that for you. Hart Phillips having to go back to Manette. Well, Lions having a lot of the ball. They're huffing and puffing. Nothing coming of it. Here's Fitchner. Miller was coming for support, but it's knocked round for a throw. Lions finding Peninsula Power really hard to break down here at AJ Kelly Park. Here's Jared. Carlos. Carlos looking to get it across. It's defended. Fitchner keeping it across again. There's Mundy knocking it away. It's another Lions corner. Peninsula Power will be relying on their experienced heads to keep the youth in check here. There's a delivery. Still not properly cleared. Manette was there. And Makwasi just trying to get Peninsula Power up the park. That's actually not a bad ball into Joseph. Just bounces off him, but it comes straight back at the Lions. Here's Valab. Back to Duckworth. Decent deliveries. Pengelly was there. Claiming it came off Pengelly, but I think the referee has pointed to a corner here. Good delivery from Carlos. I think it's the right call from the referee. Good call. Thortell punches it away. And the shot coming in. And Ticknip always rising. Interesting decision there from Thortell. He's running into a crowded area, but no one's going for the ball. Probably might have been able to catch that. And Ticknip, we're really disappointed with that attempt. 70 minutes played. Here in Redcliffe, it is a very brisk evening. Peninsula Power at home and leading the Lions. They're en route to knocking out one of the favourites for the Queensland Cup. You never know how sides react after a defeat. Didn't know what we were expecting when Gold Coast, after Lions lost to the Gold Coast United. It's a corner now from one end to the other. Referee pointed for a goal kick, but the linesman said corner. Linesman having a better view. They couldn't possibly do it again here, could they? Peninsula Power. Is the right foot of Gray to take this corner kick. 72 minutes played at AJ Kelly Park. This would be something special. Hitchcock the target, it's knocked away from Valab. Heavy touch from Valorado though. Gibbs is trying to do a little bit too much from the ball. Carlos, and that'll be a free kick surely for Carlos. Monday just trying to waste some time. Peninsula Power quick to get back into their shape. Lions again trying to break it down. It does really turn into a 4-5-0 when they do get cemented in there, Peninsula Power. It's certainly working for them. Duckworth going down there. Just a little bit quick. This free kick is in a good area. Deliveries have been okay today. Just need the players attacking them. Lions searching for a goal back. That's floated in, it's headed away. So helped on as Joseph also back there gets a flick. Makwasi almost getting onto that. Millard mopping up though. Will Darren Syme have anything else up his sleeve to try and break down Peninsula Power? Of course, Peninsula Power were forced into a couple of changes, so how long will they go without making a change? It can be very tiring at times when you're the defensive side in this situation. And take nap. Millard That was a good ball from Millard. Lab tries to get there. Floated back in and the shot. Eventually coming in from Fitchner. Initial ball from Millard was good. Fitchner finding a little bit of room. The Lions having all the ball here. Peninsula Power defending a 2-goal lead. Lions did claw back a 2-goal deficit to win 4-3 against Brisbane City. Is there enough time? Here's Millard. That's really overhit there from the right back. Disappointing. Pengelly was in space in the box there. If he could have picked him out. Has just been those final moments from the wayside. They are still doing a lot of things right, Lions. And getting into those spaces, getting into the final third, dominating the ball. It's not able to turn that possession into opportunities, really. Here's room now for Fitchner. Up against Ali. This is where you want to be. And he's always trying to get on that left side. That is a great challenge from McGowan, the captain. That is a real centre-half challenge. That Ali, you could tell Ali needed a little bit of help here against the tricky Fitchner. He's always looking to get onto his favoured left side. No nonsense defending. Gibbs has time here. Here goes Gibbs, gets past 2 challenges. Gibbs knocks it across and Joseph was there, just a little bit ahead of him. Messina keeps it alive, knocks it back to McQuasty and that'll go by the post. Tell you, it's really interesting because Peninsula Power certainly look dangerous when they get forward. McQuasty just scuffing it there. Power absolutely happy to play this role in the game. When they do get forward, like I said, they just look like they're going to score. They always look like they're going to be a threat. Will the Lions make any other changes to the game plan? Carlos with a touch. It's Hart Phillips. Lab on the overlap. Does come back to him. Carlos was there. Manette using his body over Joseph. Manette. Lab making the run. It is marshalled out by Gray. Well, Penn Power just happy to go long, try and win the 50-50s as a second ball. And just, if they don't win it, sit back into their shape. Ali, I tell you, he's been an inspired substitution. Ali might not have started the game, but he has really defended excellent. Doesn't matter if it has been Skinner or Fitchner. No matter who's on his side, he has defended admirably. Manette looks to float it in early. Thortel hesitates. And it is Fitchner's header straight at Thortel. Well, we're now approaching the 10-minute mark. And Lions, whose start to the season has been excellent, are now facing back-to-back defeats this season. Pengelly getting a yellow card as he was a bit frustrated at Zach Keenan's decisions, but he's just frustrated overall, Pengelly. It's Carlos. Duckworth just knocking it long. Ali McGowan, the captain. There's Ali. He's back with his skipper. Just asking Gibbs to run onto it. Pond coming across. Still with Ali. Needs some help. Gibbs. Lovely control from Velado. Velado's still going. Kwasi on the turn. Nice to shoot there. He's always looking to be a positive influence, Hitchcock. Does make its way to Pond. Vlad chasing it down. Great. Showing his strength, winning it back, knocking it right back up the other park. He's not looking for empty there, he's just launching it into Lions half. There's Millard. Will anyone step up here for the Lions? Ali just getting a touch. McGowan opting to find Ali. Lions are making another couple of substitutions. Here, of course, Hoare and Skinner have already made way. Duckworth is coming off, the captain. Has been a frustrating afternoon for the skipper. Lions are less than 8 minutes away from being knocked out of this season's Kappa Queensland Cup. Here's Minette. It's confirmation of Beckett and Dull coming onto the park. Pengelly the target there for Fitchner. Joseph might get onto that. Millard. Here's Hart Phillips. Everyone inside Peninsula Power's half here. Fitchner. So many options ahead of him, but he just runs straight into trouble, and that's a late one on Gibbs. And that will allow Penn Power to eat into some more time. That's Beckett's first real involvement in the game. Millard wins that one. Here's Beckett. Beckett just trying to play it quickly. It is Gibbs. Here's Velardo. Joseph to Gibbs. Makwasi making the run. Joseph. Lovely time. Makwasi asking for it back. He gets it back here. What a chance this is. It's back to Gibbs. And that is absolutely extraordinary. How are Peninsula Power not 4-1 up here? What a move from the home side. When Makwasi gets it, he lays it back to Gibbs. He just has to hit the target. And he knocks it wide. If Peninsula Power score there, this game is over. That is unbelievable. Carlos from one end to the other. Here's space for Fitchner. Fitchner gets it back onto that left foot. Still going. And Beckett ahead of him took a bit of a heavy touch. And Tinknap. Ali with the interception, and again Penn Power looking to drive forward here. Ali got support of the crowd. Joseph needs some options. Does come from Gray. Gray opting to go for the corner flag here. Probably smart from him. He didn't really have much options for him as Dull ends up knocking it out for a throw. Peninsula Power wasting as much time as possible. What a chance that was there for Gibbs. I still cannot believe that Peninsula Power are not 4-1 up in this game. There's Joseph. Trying to knock it off Dull. Joseph still going. Makwasi and Joseph sort of running into each other where it finally goes out to Pond. Oh, Manette. Here's Jared, got the captain's armband with the substitution of Duckworth for Beckett. Here is Beckett. Beckett running inside. It's a good challenge from Gibbs. Peninsula Power looking to eat into some more time. 3 minutes to go at AJ Kelly Park. Gibbs doing really well. And Tinknap has to go forward for the Lions, and you feel they have to score now. Carlos fouled by Hitchcock. Hitchcock and Carlos getting in amongst it as frustrations boiling over. Hitchcock will definitely be yellow carded here. Is the second Peninsula Power player to get in the book, and I don't think he'll mind as long as they hold on. Referee will certainly add to this. There's Manette standing over the free kick. Can Peninsula Power make it interesting? It is. Substitution though being made from Peninsula Power. They make their first change of a night that isn't enforced, and Gibbs, who has been absolutely outstanding in blue tonight, is the man that is coming off. Akamatsu onto the park. Gibbs really should have scored, and that would have really topped off his night. Big defensive job from him. From everyone in the Peninsula Power end. 2 minutes of normal time. Manette floats it in. It's a good ball. Oh, I just needed a touch from anybody. I think Pengelly was running in there. Fitchner was there as well. And neither of them could get a touch onto it. It's the right ball too. Both getting away from the markers. Another chance gone begging. Here's Pond. Manette trying to rally in the troops here. Yells from the Lions end to get the ball forward. It's a little bit short to Valab. Here's Hart Phillips. Carlos. Final minute of normal time here. AJ Kelly Park. This would be some result, this, for Peninsula Power. Makwasi is fouled by Manette. Makwasi getting yellow carded as well for his reaction. Manette also yellow carded, of course, for the foul. Well, certainly there's no need to react that way from Makwasi's point of view. He already won the foul. Well, 90 minutes have been passed. Peninsula Power just moments away for a very famous victory for them. In the context of the season, the way things have gone so far. 0 wins in 5 for Peninsula Power. Staring at a big one here. The Lions have 1 defeat in 5. Last week against Gold Coast United. Last weekend. Feel it will be just a little bit too late for Peninsula Power. For Lions, sorry, if they score now. There's Manette. Joseph didn't quite see where the ball was. Makwasi battling Hart Phillips. The Lions and the Peninsula Power do meet again on the 24th. This time at Luxury Paint Stadium. That will be the chance that Lions will have to get their revenge. Here's Ali. Makwasi. Both sides battling. Lions coming better off as the pass through, just not making its way to Pengele. McGowan again mopping it up. I mean, it's been some defensive performance from the home side. Monday, McGowan, Ali, Villarado, even Joseph and Makwasi from the front. Really keeping the Lions at bay. You can certainly see the talent of the away side, but they just weren't able to break down Peninsula Power when it mattered most. They did get their goal, of course, but 3 wonderful goals from Peninsula Power, really sealing it. Should definitely have been 4 with Gibbs. He will be thinking about that all night, I think. Gray trying to get to that. He's got Messina for company. Again, they'll just keep it at this corner flag. Don't think there'll be too much more time added as we on the 93rd minute. Is Jared. Pengele. Able to threaten his former club. Kwasi losing out to Tommy Jared. And Tinknap. There's Vlab. Probably look to get the ball in the box, and that just sums up the Lions' night. Vlab just miscuing the delivery into the box. It's all about just running down the clock. And the referee does blow the full-time whistle. What a performance here from Peninsula Power. They come away with the victory over the Lions. The Lions huffed and puffed. They had the possession, but they couldn't find a net. Peninsula Power run away with a 3-1 win. It was a disciplined and defensive performance, and they get the result.